Look on the screen. Look on the screen at Harvey Mercelin. Harvey Mercelin, you in that bad wig. Two-time convicted killer. Spent 50 years in prison. 1963, murder sentenced to 20 years to life. 1984, released on lifetime parole. 1986, manslaughter. 2019, released from prison. Serial killer, age 83. Check it out, people. Fair use.
Over the last few days, police made one gruesome discovery after another. First, a woman's torso was found in a multicolored bag in a shopping cart here on Pennsylvania Avenue in East New York. Then, a few days later, just a few blocks away on Jamaica Avenue, a woman's leg was found. Police are now saying this was the work of a serial killer. Surveillance video led police to this apartment building where they saw a woman carrying that same multicolored bag going in the building. Sources tell Pix 11 News 83-year-old Harvey Mercelin, a transgender woman, was the person seen on the video. So police obtained a warrant for her apartment. Court documents show they found a woman's head and electrical saws inside Mercelin's apartment. Whitney Wade works at the building where Mercelin lives.
Honestly, I was shocked because he is pretty pleasant.
While residents here are trying to grasp what police found inside an apartment, we're learning more about Mercelin, who spent more than 50 years in prison for killing two different women, ex-girlfriends. First in 1963, in that case, Mercelin received 20 years to life in prison. After being released on lifetime parole, Mercelin was convicted again in 1986 for manslaughter. This time, the victim's body was found in a bag near Central Park. In 2019, Mercelin was released from prison. For now, she's accused of concealing a corpse. Sources say more charges may come. Did you see anything or notice anything suspicious?
Not at all. Caught us all off guard.
Back at Mercelin's building, where police are getting more clues, this woman is just moving in, and she's now questioning that decision.
And you never can tell who's gonna, who's residing there. But here's the point I want to, again, check out the rap sheet.
From prison. For now, she's accused of concealing a corpse. Sources say more charges may come. Did you see anything or notice anything suspicious?
Not at all.
Just thank God it wasn't you. I mean, this is horrible. I'm really starting to wonder if maybe he was going out choosing women on the street for activity, and then they find a head. This is crazy. This is sick. And that's why when you hear all these people that are so understanding toward the criminals and what we need to do, and we need to show love, and they show you death. Two-time convicted killer. Spent 50 years in prison. Looks like he never should have came out, because if he hadn't come out, maybe those women wouldn't be dead. Body parts. They found a body part, last week? I'm wondering if it's still this guy. 1963, murder sentenced to 20 years to life. 1984, he's released. 1986, got a manslaughter charge. Back in 2019, released from prison. 2022, beheading women. This man, even though he may identify as transgender, the fact of reality is, as I said before and say it again, the hatred for women is real. And then living with a corpse. Did anybody not hear the sob? Maybe they thought he was doing a project. Sick. The hatred for women is real. And then the thing, that's why everybody has their own agenda, live your life. But I am definitely opposed to having these bathrooms where a person can say, as in this case of Harvey Mercelin, oh, well, I'm transgender. I want to use the women's bathroom. And sure, not everybody's violent like that. Of course not. But you have to understand, if we're going to have that, you'll have a man like this here in a women's bathroom. My other thing is, I wouldn't put it past an attacker. Again, the hatred for women is real. To try to pretend to be transgender, put on women's clothing, you know, and then go into the bathroom and hurt women. They might try to pretend to be transgender to gain access to women and then harm women. Harvey Mercelin, they never should have let him out. Look at the chances he's gotten. Spent 50 years in there, must have went in young. Then got 20 years. Then parole. In there for what, another 22 years maybe? No, from 84 he was 2 years, then manslaughter. Let him out 19, 22. Walking out with body parts. The hatred for women is real. The hatred for people is real. And you want to holler, we need some prison reform. You think? You really think so? A lot of them that have gotten out, they'll do something and get right back in. Let's not talk about H-Town. On the suspicion of murder. Next thing you know, oh, we had him on suspicion of murder. They let him out. Yeah, well, what is it? He actually committed a murder. This time, there's no suspicion. We got proof he done caught a body. The society that we live in, the people around you, you can't trust. That young lady speaking didn't think anything of it. He's probably coming out his door, smiling at, hi, hey, how you doing? And you're thinking everything is okay. And as the old song said, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. Had no idea there was a murder going on. Body parts. Look at him. 83-year-old serial killer. That's the label he's gotten on some other news outlets. Children running down the hall. Oh, he just lived next door. The evil among us is real. If you notice this thing, Harvey Mercelin identifying as a woman, but then he turns around and kills women. Do you want to be a woman, but then you hate women so much? I don't understand it. I'm not saying to go up there and kill men. No, 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 no. But the hatred for women, even those that want to identify as women, still can have some hatred for women. Make it make sense. 83-year-old serial killer. That's how he's been labeled in other news outlets. And look at the criminal record. So obviously in this building, they're not running background checks. Two-time convicted killer. It's been 50 years. (1963), 20 years. So if you notice, there's just a pattern. They let him out. He does the same old thing. Wow, that's who he is. A murderous maniac. This is who he is. Look on the screen. And look, 83. And my thing is, hey, these are the ones that they caught. For him to do this, it makes you wonder, what about the ones they didn't catch? This may be just the ones that they caught. So let's see, with these liberal cities, let's see, what they've got going on. Just a few body parts. Let's see, it's 2022. A few body parts. He might be out in 2 or 3 more years. They want to give him a chance. He might get bail. 83. You're how in the heck? But and I'm thinking to myself, at 83, he overpowered him, might have been giving him drinks. More than likely to develop on the story. And then two, let's say it gets into a one-on-one fight combat. If he's not giving them drink or maybe giving them drugs, sometimes that anger in a person, oh my goodness, that anger in a person, oh wow, it can become so overwhelming that they're on one. They are just that adrenaline, they are bent on murdering and cutting up body parts. In that building, people thinking they're safe, not knowing there's some monster on the floor. And look at it this way, the scary thing is, this is just the one they found today. So Harvey Mercelin, you and your bad wig and all, you have to go ahead and stay in those prison walls. 83, watch some fool try to come out. Well, he 83, and them women probably, that's probably what they wanted. Some fool, you'll find a mammy still that'll try to go ahead and give Harvey Mercelin some points. We got to forgive now. That man just like playing with saws and ladies and it got out of control. Some fool will honestly and truly try to find a way to justify it. Because don't forget, a lot of mammies too, they hate women. So, ladies and gentlemen, look what's among us. A 83-year-old serial killer. These are the ones that they found. And think for him to do this, going to the trash like this, he's 83, he might be slipping. We don't know how long he's been doing this. We really don't. These are the ones that he caught. He's gotten older. We don't know how long he's been doing this. He just got caught. 83, I'm thinking, probably caught slipping. Mm-mm-mm. I'll have to call him based on the report. Harvey, murderous Mercelin, and I hope he never sees the light of day despite his age. He needs to rot in there. Look at his eyes. And I'm thinking, so you're transgender, so you identify with women, but yet and still you hate women. Make it make sense. Do you hate women? Do you really want to be a woman? And then you're hating us, and that makes you kill women? Is that what the deal is? I don't get it. But either way it goes, we know that he's sick. 83-year-old serial killer again. These are the bodies that they found. There could be more victims. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your door locked. A lot of times you think you're in your area, you think you're safe. It might be somebody like Harvey, and you realize that you are not. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I look forward to your comments on the 83-year-old serial killer. You want to identify as a woman, but yet you turn around and you're murdering women, cutting the body parts up. Sick. He's an old sick man. I hope he rots in the can, and I'm out.